90% of final expense insurance agents, as well as insurance agents nationally, end up failing because sometimes they fail to understand a couple little things. So, I'm going to give you the 4 F's that are going to help you get beyond frustration and hopefully enjoy a full court press into a very powerful and profitable industry when you make it. So, we're going to go deeply into the 4 F's that hopefully you'll find fun, but you really want to know about these facts before you take the plunge and say, I do. So, first off, my name is Jason. I'm your friend in the industry, and I'm so blessed to partner and recruit some of the most amazing agents as well as agencies that align here to sell life, Medicare, and annuities face to face, but more importantly in the telespace. So, free resources for your taking at jasonfinalexpense.com. And let's dive into some things that hopefully will keep you back from being a statistic. One thing is very important when you first start in this industry, and that's faith, my friends. Faith is everything. If you don't believe you can, you're probably right. So belief is the backbone of making the bucks in this industry. If you walk into a house for face-to-face insurance sales and you don't have confidence, you're probably not going to make much cash in this industry. If you're a telesales agent and you get on that phone and you're kind of quivering a little bit because maybe you don't have faith that you can engage with that consumer in a powerful and professional way, you probably won't get paid either. So you've got to have great faith and you've got to keep the faith. And sometimes this happens from call to call. And like I said, 90% of the agent force calls it quits because when they get in that home or they hear no, not right now, not tomorrow, not today, it diminishes belief. And that can beat you up. It's a very negative space that not every human being can hear all day long and keep a smile on. So you've got to keep the faith. Number one is so important to you winning. You've got to be one that can smile in the face of rejection, but belief is the backbone to you having a chance, not a promise, but a chance of making the bucks in this industry. And those that make big bucks have big faith that what they're doing matters, it makes a difference. And you know what? Dollars normally follow when you've got insane levels of faith and you don't give up. So, faith is everything in this industry, but faith by itself, if you're really excited, really is going to be like having the most amazing car on the planet, but you got 4 flat tires here. You've got to have number two, fierce levels of drive. If you've got the faith, but you don't have works, well, you've heard it said in scripture, faith without works is dead. And those that don't make dollars in this industry may have great faith. Oh, I really believe I'm the best. But if you don't put yourself into action, you don't put yourself into a place where you're driven to go get on that phone at a precise time, you probably won't get paid. Faith without works is dead. You have to have fierce drive, my friends. And some days you're overpaid. Some days you're underpaid in this industry. You've got to be intentional about action, action, and action. It's all about that action, my friends. Fierce drive. So when you're on these phone calls, I'm not saying to be pushy, but you've got to fiercely be on that phone to get yourself booked completely. If you're a face to face insurance agent, book your appointments, get it done. Don't make excuses, engage, fierce drive. If you're a final expense telesales agent, you got to keep making the calls. And I mean, get on it. You don't have a chance of winning if you don't want this. You've got to have a drive. I can't train tall in basketball. Let's bring it, my friends. And I know that's what you have. But agents that fail don't have fierce drive. They don't have faith that they're going to accomplish great things today, not tomorrow, today. The power of now is big. And I know you've got strength within you that maybe you haven't harnessed in completion yet. So, fierce drive. You've got faith, number one. Fantastic. We're going to drop 4 of them. Fierce levels of drive is important to you having a chance of making the dollars. Be driven, but have faith that you know what to do. Make sure that you're ready to rock. So, fierce levels of drive, massive for you if you want to mitigate as much failure as possible. Number 3, fundamentals. Fundamentals don't sound like fun. You're like, but I believe I got what it takes. I got great drive. I want to make the dollars. Well, have you trained? Because if not, you're going to get tripped up on some things that maybe you could have made money with on those phone calls. Maybe you're going to get tripped up on some things in the homes because you didn't maybe hone your own skills. And yes, I tripped over my own tongue right there. If you noticed, it's going to happen to you. It happens to me. And I've been in this business a long time, talking 20 plus years in this industry with my telesales background combined with my insurance background. This is big for you. You're going to make little faux pas. It's not failure. Lean forward. You're never going to be perfect in this space, my friends. You're going to be extremely proficient and You're going to get better with every phone call. You're going to get better in every home because you're bringing the best of yourself, not the rest of yourself, when you're in these homes helping these great folks. But you've got to, number three, be all about the fundamentals. You have to get your structure right if you want to be in a place of safety in your career. You want to get your structure right where you've got systems, you've got scripts, you've got training that truly takes you to the next level. Look at our agent interviews and testimonials up above here, where agents have gone through a 5-day telemastery platform, and you can get access to that as well. It's all about training and skilling up, knowing underwriting, knowing what to say, knowing how to perform the best work that we can to help our clients win. And if we help our clients win, you know what? Good things work out. But fundamentals are everything. You've got to really get yourself into a place where you practice, you drill, you rehearse. It's magic. Just like football teams, guess what? You're going to play how you practice. And a lot of folks are like, I don't need to practice. I just want to be a top performer. Well, you better start showing up to training. In my first 10 years in this industry, let me tell you, I never failed to train, period. Doesn't matter if I was sick. Okay. This is prior to the C word. Didn't matter if I was sick. Didn't matter if I had the sniffles. Didn't matter if I didn't feel like it. Fundamentals will get you beyond feelings. Feelings will leave you broke, my friends. It just will. That's why I like, if you've got great faith, but you've got no works, you're dead in the water right now. You're going to fail. Faith plus fierce drive, fierce action now puts you in a place where, okay, if I have number three in me, I've got fundamentals in me. Now I've got a fierce chance of winning. And you're going to get told no. Now you know what to do, maybe with the no, where you didn't know what to do with that before. Hone yourself. Get yourself in a place that you can help others because you are scalpel sharp to serve them, not to be in a place where you're high pressury. Normally, agents that are high pressury fail to train. They get offended when they hear the no. We're prepared for that. We're polished. We're ready to go. No is normal. We're going to have a normalized response so that we can engage with that consumer and help them win. But fundamentals are so big. If you're a new agent, make sure you vetted your trainer. Make sure they've been in this industry for a couple decades. Make sure they know what they're doing. That's so critical to you having a chance of making the cash in this space. Now, when you've grasped that you've got faith, when you've gotten to a place where you're like, I've got fierce drive, I can do action, I can move, Jason, I'll train with you. I can train with my agency. If you've got a good work family as well, that's fine too. If you've got good fundamentals, number three, well, number four is very important and nobody likes talking about it. It's called funding. If you don't have the funding to buy leads and telesales, you're on an island and you're going to starve to death. You've got to have enough people to call or you're going to call it quits. Final expense telesales is amazing, but it takes bucks to buy leads, my friends. It does. If you're a brand new insurance agent, you got no leads, you've got no chance if you don't have people to call. You've got to have, as a full-time final expense telesales agent, you want to have about 80 to 100 leads on the weekly so that you've got the laws of large numbers in your favor. And if you're a part-time insurance agent, you want about 40 to 50 leads, about half of what a full-timer would need to have a powerful chance of making that paper in the space. You've got to have leads though. And if you don't have funding, well, guess what? You could maybe look at aged leads while you still can look at purchasing them. We can get you those. I got resources on that for under $2 a piece. Reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. They're a lead that's 90 days old or less, that's TCPA compliant and has been scrubbed against the DNC so that you can call them. But that's kind of tough to make a living when you're making so many phone calls on age leads when you could accelerate your chance of getting that pickup with a brand new lead. And top performers, let me share with you, 99.9% of top performers out there, they use brand new exclusive leads because time is your most precious resource. And we want to get that call to action so that we can stay in business, right? So you can make that cash, make that living when you make a sale. But the last thing you want to do is call a bunch of data and then be like, I'm done listening to answer machines and ringtones and everything else. It's going to happen. It's going to rock you. That's why we're back to belief of faith. You've got to believe that you can continue doing this. And sometimes we go from that hero to zero effect on each and every phone call that we make. And I want you to make it, but know that you've got faith in yourself. Know that you've got maybe some people that can breathe life into you in this negative airspace. But number two, have fierce drive. Number three, have solid fundamentals. And then, you know what? You've got to have enough funding to purchase your leads, whether they're aged leads or brand new exclusive leads. And if you need good resources with discount codes, reach out at jasonfinalexpense.com. We'll get you those. It doesn't have to be unaffordable to you to take the dive into this industry, but you've got to have enough funding, even as a face-to-face insurance agent. If not, you're going to be doing a lot of door knocking. All right. Maybe you don't have much funding and you're like, well, I'm a face-to-face insurance agent. Well, you can do seminars. You can work certain lists and you're going to do a lot of hustling, but if you've got that hustle muscle, you may have what it takes to never look back and love this very simple industry. You may be $1 million round table producer inside, and the world just hasn't seen it yet. That may be who you are. If we can do anything to serve you, jasonfinalexpense.com. I appreciate you watching this video, and I hope the 4 F's that we've discussed here keep you into a place that you can be scalpel sharp, and I hope you will see success like you've never imagined. If we can do anything to serve you, let us know, and believe you've got what it takes. We'll see you soon, my friends.